Morning. We have a better idea what to talk about today. It's not gonna be super nice, but I think it applies to me and maybe some other guys out here. And ideally is what we're already trying to change. It's about being kind of, let me see, crappy men or shitty men, or just it's kind of subpar. And I guess whatever aspect you kind of want to see it as. Could be with women or in just your life. Maybe you don't feel like you're as successful as you could be. What else? I guess it'll be more on the finding somebody to be with angle. I don't think it takes a lot to acknowledge and where you're deficient in or where you're failing, right? To me, it's like I don't think it's super interesting. This is probably going to be our first draft of this topic. Definitely you can realize it. Even somebody who's somebody to look at, consider. I don't think so. Which is the whole point, right? That's what we're trying to fix. We're trying to be more. And let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the word that I think would best describe overall the feeling. I think competence came to mind, but I don't think it's the same. Maybe. It's just that a lot of it is just pure fun to realize it. At least like for me, I'm in this situation. My first I've gone courses. What's the other word? Being adverse to challenge or conflict, I guess the proper term is avoiding difficult situations, which, from what I understand, doing this now is supposed to lead to growth to some degree. So the original idea is shitty man. Being a shitty man and how to stop being a shitty man. It's just like everything else, time and effort. Not just being able to have epiphanies forever, but not doing anything to change them. I think that should be pretty obvious. Starting to apply more of those concepts of doing what you don't like. Because you have to. That's a responsibility. And 100% I agree that starting to add responsibility does help you grow. I would say it's still important for it to help you grow as a person. Having shit that you need to take care of no matter what, because nobody else is gonna do it, and there will be consequences if you don't do it. That's a good thing. I think that's good for a first draft. It's only 5 minutes, and if I cut down all the dead air, all the gasping, all the eyeings and shit, it'll probably be like 2 minutes.
You want me to climb that?
Like 3 minutes.
It depends. You want to get off this rock?
And
yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, I'm probably gonna run this through ChatGPT and see if it can give me better topic ideas
You look
overall.
like shit.
Yeah, I look like shit, huh? I smell like it too because somebody
That'll be it for
forgot to
right
mention that I'd
now.
be swimming in it.
Do it
I
again.
told you it wouldn't be easy. But what matters is that you made it, yeah?
No, we both did.
Good
Not
day.
quite yet.
I guess we'll call it subpar men or inadequate men, which I think I fall into, right? At least let's say in the sense of getting our partner. That we're not. We are what is called the invisible man. I won't say incel or anything like that, although they would fall under this as well. But it's just kind of being sort of incomplete. Right, you're missing a lot of potential and experience and growth
Yeah, I think we
and
need to
essentially
get the
kind
hell
of
out
being
here.
like how I want to say it originally was just being a shitty
What's
man,
the
right? Like
facility?
not being
Station got
that
damaged
good
during
or
evacuation.
worthwhile
You've got to go outside
in
to access the train.
different aspects. Like let's say in relationships,
Get suited up.
I can't really say that I'm the type of guy that
When you're ready,
a woman would see and would want to date. Maybe somewhat physically, externally, superficially,
What are you in for?
because I'm not super amazingly attractive, but I'm also not disgustingly
open a murder escape.
like a
I know.
completely
You are, man.
disgusting abomination.
So what?
But
Look,
a lot of it is right how we carry ourselves and how you
I was
move,
defending myself.
showing
Wrong
lack
place,
of
wrong time.
confidence and a lot of different
Made a lot of bad
behaviors and
decisions
things,
Yeah,
at least in that aspect, but also, let's say,
No.
not having any tangible experience or
Blame
marketable
everyone else.
skill,
But then I realised this was on me.
or
I can't keep running from what you've done.
honestly, just overall missing in different aspects that would turn you into a man worth people showing any amount of interest in and trying to build something for yourself, or at least start to. And how that's sort of that's the journey, right? I've said it before, and it's different for each one of us. And maybe we can do similar things here and there, but overall it's pretty much tailor-made for the person, for the individual, and just trying to mold yourself to be better, which is kind of funny considering how much they've been pushing that shit and all the media and stuff with all the woke shit, that we need to be better, but what they mean and what I mean is different, and I think anybody with half a brain can understand the difference, because when they mean better, they just mean to join their cult. And at least when I mean it, I just mean trying to really do better yourself for your own sake. There's nobody, what is it that it's always saying on all these motivational clips, that nobody's coming to save you, you gotta save yourself. It is interesting wondering how any of you kind of start. I just started by going to work out, trying to get in shape again. Then I added reading books and added the journaling and added the trying to control my vices and dieting better. Slowly everything started to cascade, because at least I understood enough when I wanted to start doing this that I couldn't just do it all in one go. So I had to slow down and over time keep adding to the stack.
Where are you?
And so far it's good. Some, get as much as you can done. What you can't, try to fix that, try to better manage your time and all that. See, I also keep hearing a lot that everything is your mindset, that your feelings don't come from your thoughts, that you have your thoughts first and then you choose how to feel about the things. It's interesting. I'm trying to, behave like that, right? I'm trying to think and then not necessarily logically run it through so that I have a more controlled emotional reaction, but it's kind of how it's coming off. At least that's how I'm gonna articulate it as, and it's definitely doable to slowly start to make some change. It's tough though. What else? Maybe I'll just leave it here for now. Some dumb shit about being a shitty man or an incomplete man or an insufficient man or deficient or just not being a man that people, primarily more in in a romantic sense, women would want to be with. Like missing shit, and, or rather, missing shit as in like a element of not necessarily masculinity, right? You can be in shape just to not be able to get a girl, but it's more like
Just hold on, buddy. I'm trying.
traits or
The beacon.
attributes that you're kind of missing, like your confidence or
some type of tangible success or tangible skill that people can see and acknowledge that, you know, that guy's good enough that he can live off of that, or he's successful enough with that, that it would attract. You know, I primarily mean women, but I guess I just mean people in general. I'd say a lot of us lesser than what we should be and what we could be don't have a lot of that. But I don't like going out. I don't like going super social places or socializing a lot. And I should change that, or trying to make yourself more likable, however that means. Which usually just means being more sociable, more outgoing, or not being interesting. Kind of,
It's not that far. Come on.
I don't know if the word sympathize or empathize, but it kind of, I can relate to that.
Gotta keep going.
Of being,
Come on.
or, you know, I guess I can say I self-identify as boring. Because what do? I play video games. I'm trying to quit that. I work out, which is I work, and that's kind of, what else is there? But now I can kind of say that I'm trying to do content creation. I'm trying to do YouTube, figure out what I want to do or what I want to talk or what I want to do in there. Or I'm trying to learn how to draw, so if I can hone some type of skill artistically in a post-AI art world to be some, or be able to create something. I guess I kind of have that natural drive to want to make something, however that may be, and maybe I'm misplacing it in the aspect of trying to be good at drawing, when that seems to not necessarily go away, but it's not going to be the same after AI art has taken over, in a sense. Some people say they don't like it. I myself like it quite a bit. It looks good in many ways, depending on what it is and what you're looking for, because it's so versatile. The issue is more like if it's taking somebody's quote-unquote art style. That's something else. But that's not really what I want to talk about, which is more like the aspect of making yourself more interesting. You need to do more, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, wait.
Right, I watched this video with
Where do you think you're going?
I'm a pilot. You need me.
This last name, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like
Fingers that way.
from Legion of Men. Made a video saying like, what are you gonna do when you want to talk to a girl? You gonna tell her that you won a match in Call of Duty? You gonna tell her how many times you jerked off and what you won today? It's not interesting, and it's not ideal. It's not like something you can talk with somebody conventionally, unless you already share that interest, right? I can't tell somebody that I won a tournament of some fighting game or something like that.
Gotta get to that.
Right. So it's about, or at least I'm figuring out that it's about, I need to be more interesting. Maybe it's misplaced because in this aspect I'm talking about trying to get someone, but right now that shouldn't really be my focus. I should be trying to achieve something, regardless of if I meet someone or have someone or get to meet someone. It should be more about just trying to build something for myself, and if somebody shows up and comes along and wants to be a part of that and or add themselves to that, that's fine. But it's not the end all, be all of that. Okay. Sorry about that. Almost had a little accident there. But trying to be more interesting. Figuring out to do more shit. I don't go drinking or clubbing or however you want to say it. Maybe, I don't know, somewhere down the line if I feel like it, if I can build up to it. Learn dancing. Dancing seems pretty fun.
UKC printing.
It certainly fits the socializing aspect, and it puts you in a situation where you can interact with a woman, even if it's not, you shouldn't be expecting to get something out of it. Either romantically or sexually, really, is more like it puts you in a situation where you get to interact with, and not just with women, but like people in general, and sort of develop those socializing skills that maybe we have not been able to develop at a more proper time, I guess, right? Like we missed out. We hit those depressive ruts or situations where you just don't feel like those gaps of time. I guess what I want to say, what I mean is, become nihilistic or and wrap yourself around in your own misery and choose to isolate yourself and stew in your own juices of negativity, end up becoming a shut-in and a hermit, which clearly only ends up hurting yourself. So it's more difficult. Obviously, finding some kind of meaning. I can't say I really figured that part of myself yet. I'm kind of just shooting stuff at the wall and seeing what I feel like I want to try and do. At least in the aspect of trying to learn to draw, that is something that I can work towards. Getting better at making this content, something that I can work towards and turn it into like a goal or some meaning. If I can build it up into something that I can give a shit about. Right? Because I have a job and I respect my job. I won't say I love it. It's fine. Could be better. Could be definitely be worse. But it's not something that I would necessarily say I think the most amount of time. It's menial and easily replaceable. At least in the characteristic of the job. I'm not an important piece that I can say that I can take pride, right? It's not a career. That's not bad. But in trying to find me, we all gotta do that shit ourselves. Nobody can give it to us. It's kind of funny when I think back at how much time I wasted just waiting for somebody to hand me purpose or hand me what I should do or what I should be or how I should be. Just kind of waiting for somebody to hand that out to me like some dumbass. But I guess that's just how it is. At least I'm lucky enough to have figured out that there is something that I should be doing, that I can be more, and that I should try to figure out how I can be more. I can't imagine somebody who hasn't figured this shit out and they're in the fucking deathbed. It has to be real fucking regret. I've heard a lot of regret. Not a lot, but like I've heard the contradicting statements. You shouldn't regret anything, and that it's okay to regret. And I guess it's a little bit of both. But I guess I lean more towards not caring about your regrets or not having them. Right? I guess it's better to. I'd rather have that regret of having done than of the what if. I can't deal with that. That's worse for me. Which kind of goes into a phrase that I heard from I think was it Jim Ron? Jim Ron. He's like one of these. Or he was, I think he passed away. People who they make a lot of motivational TikToks and shorts and shit for. And something that he said was, choose the pain of discipline. Oh no, it wasn't. He didn't say. It was like a question that you should ask yourself: do you want the pain of regret or the pain of discipline? And I don't know why, but that one in particular kind of resonated with me. And I agree immensely with the choosing the pain of discipline. The hard part is just trying to apply it. And the other one that goes on hand with what a lot of other people say, right? Or work hard, but work harder on yourself than you do at your job. Was another one that he said that I liked a lot. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. It's pretty simple. Maybe that's why I like it. It sounds good. I think I have a lot. Probably be able to say more. Just about to get home. I'm gonna change it and try to go to the gym, so maybe I'll have something after that. So I'll see you guys back then, and hopefully it'll sound a lot better with this mic. Seems like it will.